I do want to talk about law number 3 in terms of the 17 indisputable laws of teamwork, okay, by John Maxwell. So he talks about law number 4 being the law of Mount Everest, okay? And the metaphor is that Mount Everest is your dreams. So Mount Everest is your dream. So whatever you desire, whatever you want in life, you can look at it as Mount Everest, okay? If your goals and dreams is just to wake up in the morning, make sure you're breathing, make sure you got some oxygen and some water, then that's not Mount Everest, right? Your goals aren't big enough. You need to desire more. So the first step, guys, is understanding what your goals are, right? And that's why we do goal setting every Monday. That's why we do a follow-up on Wednesday and then do a last recap on Friday, just to make sure that you guys have the framework to get to where you need to be. So as team leaders, guys, what's the goal?
Lead our teams.
Lead our teams, okay. Give me more.
30 sales a week.
Be the example.
Be the example, dominate, okay.
Manager.
Okay. So this law talks about how your dream has to be so big, and the only reason why you don't hit your goal is because you don't have the right people in place. It's not you, it's not your leadership, right? It's not having the right people in place to get you to that Mount Everest. So it takes a lot of pressure off of me, right? Because if I'm Joseph or if I'm Stefan and I'm trying to do my thing and hit 45 or hit 50 or hit 100 sales in 1 week all by myself, it's going to be a lot of pressure, right, David? But if you find your dream team and you have your point guard, you have your shooting guard, you have your left, your center and your forward, and they're all working at the same time, they understand the mission, then it'll be easier for us to get to that goal. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, so now we're just going to identify who on your team is that point guard, who on that team is that shooting guard, and how are they going to facilitate to your goals, right? So we'll start with you, Joseph, since you are the team leader here and we want to support you the right way. So identify what your dream is in this business is to obviously hit to 30, right? So how are you going to get to 30? Who on your team is going to make that happen?
And so definitely I have myself, I have Chris. I just got a guy yesterday. I want to see what he's made out of today and just really, focus on growing him like I did Chris and helping him grow himself. And then just rinse and repeat. Just keep doing it as many times as possible, without fail. And then just as I'm growing one person, still manage and lead the ones that are out there doing their thing. So that's the goal.
Okay. And the person on your team right now is Chris and a new guy, right? So have you identified what Chris's strengths are so that...
Yes.
What's his strength?
He's very good at building rapport with the customers and he's good at closing deals. I mean, just period, all around the board. Yeah, that's his strength.
Okay, so would you say that right now he's just a sales dog? Like he can go out there and just make it happen?
Yes, yeah, he can do that for sure.
Okay, cool. So what about in this building stage? He's a leader now. Are you looking at this guy as somebody who can help you build?
Yes, I think I'm still constantly working on developing him, to be a leader. I think there's some things he's going to need to improve, just like I have things I need to improve. But I'm definitely sure that he's going to be there. He's not far from it at all.
Gotcha. Okay, the reason why I'm asking this question is because we have to identify what a leader in our business looks like, right? So we can mold him to be that leader, to help us build the business that we want to build, to hit our dreams, to hit that Mount Everest. You feel me? So what is a leader to you in this business that is successful, Joseph? And we can all learn from this, right, guys? I know it's Joseph's Okay, we can all learn from this. Go ahead, Joseph. So what does a leader look like to you in your business?
Well, what I see in this company that I like, that I want to emulate is, just keeping my word, like if I set a certain example or a certain standard, certain expectation, I want them to see me doing it. If I say I'm going to do something for them, to do it really fast, make sure they know I have their back 100%,
Gotcha. So honesty, integrity. And then the rest of you guys, I need you to chime in too. What does a leader look like in your business so we can all come up with it and we know how it looks like? So let's start with you, Danny. What else do you need in a leader?
Like I said, just going out there, setting the pace, leading by example, showing that it's possible, being at the forefront, being the pioneer.
Okay.
No fear.
Okay. Setting the pace. Cool. Dre, what about you?
Training. Always constantly training. Always wanting and asking for a guard. That is the only way you're going to get up to the next position. You have to train at all times.
Wait, guys, if you guys aren't writing this down, then you're going to miss out on this framework here. So we said that we need honesty, integrity. We need a person that's setting the pace out there in the field. Someone who's willing to train out there in the field. What else, David? What do you look for in a leader?
A servant leader, always helping your team, cross training as well. I feel like that's a biggie in my team. I think it helps out a lot, and we're seeing a lot of people stick around. So we have a high retention rate. Okay,
so thank you for sharing. So servant leader, setting the pace is all congruent to what we're talking about. Anything different that you guys are looking for? G Money.
I want to say something. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something I admire in leaders, Andy, is when they have initiative and they have drive, and they don't need somebody to hold their hand and wake them up in the morning, and they take, ownership of their position, not just looking at it like a job and waking up and just hopping on, but like truly trying to push the company needle forward and take us to the next level. I feel like that is a quality I really admire in leaders.
Thank you. All right, and then one more. Give me one more, and then this will be.
Let me get that. So definitely leading by example, and then the three things that we like to example to new people, right? Student mentality, work ethic, and great attitude. Yes. And like everybody else was saying, communication, breaking boundaries, and taking responsibility.
Okay. Very good. So it comes back to the attitude, the drive, the student mentality, and then you guys added a few more things, which is someone with integrity, right? Someone who's setting the pace out there in the field, someone who's a servant leader that takes initiative. So this is what a leader looks like, right? So now you put someone like a Chris into this funnel, and you ask yourself, do they have these traits, Joseph? Right? And then you can start within. Do I have these traits? Right? So now when you bring in a new guy that's on your team, you can identify if he's a leader or not from this framework here. But we also have to show them how a leader looks like as well, so he can adapt to it. Okay? So do you think that the dream team will come to you, Joseph, or do we have to go out there and find them?
We got to go out there and find them. And, everybody, you can't take everybody along the way, We're going to get some people that just don't fit, but you got to hold on to the ones that do. You got to make sure you do everything to keep them.
Okay, good stuff. So we're all on the same page here, where we have to go find the leaders out there and we got to go train them, right? And that's exactly what you're doing. So it's a great reminder that leaders just don't come into this business. And if they do, we have to be ready to cultivate them into our business. Okay. So let's backtrack here. So we got Chris, we got a new guy on your team. So is Chris, does he have the trait of honesty and integrity?
Yes, for the most part. Yes.
For the most part. Okay. Check. Can he set the pace out there in the field without you?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Is he willing to go out there and train and develop new guys if the opportunity arises?
Yes, definitely.
Does he take ownership? Does he take initiative?
Yes.
There you go. There you go. And would you say that he's a servant leader?
To be determined. But yeah, I think so. I'm sure he will be.
Hey, there you go. Give Joseph a round of applause there. That checked off. That checked off. So that's the guy that you want to really focus on and get him to that next level so he can get you to that Mount Everest. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good stuff, Joseph.
Thank
So
you.
let's talk about you, Mr. Diego. You still got Jazzy Ray on your team, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So we're just going to go down the same framework here. Obviously, you're trying to hit 15 every single week as a team leader, right?
Yes, sir.
Team other than Jazzy Ray.
As of right now, just Jazzy.
Okay, so let's go down the framework here. Based on the times you've been going out with him and you building the relationship with him, does he have honesty and integrity?
Yes, I believe he does.
Hey, with certainty, right? What about, is he a pace setter out there in the field?
As of hitting doors, yes, but as of closing right now, not yet.
Okay, so now you can identify what you can help him on, closing more deals and getting him good at that, right? Because once you teach him how to do it, he should be able to do it on his own. And you have to be the example as well, right? So does he take ownership?
Yes, he does.
In what ways?
He definitely, he's on the calls 9 a.m. without me having to tell him anything about it. I have never told him once to hop on the call.
Awesome.
So,
And why do you think he does that? What did you show him?
I'm always on the call.
Monkey see, monkey do, baby. This is the business we're in. Okay, so that's awesome, Diego. Is he a servant leader? Would you say?
I don't think we've been put into many situations like that, but he's not a servant leader, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, put him to the test. Put him in a situations to see if he's actually willing to do above and beyond things as a leader.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then last but not least, does he have the attitude, the drive, and the student mentality?
Yes, he definitely has the student mentality and the attitude.
Okay, so you have a potential leader on your team, and now it's on us to support him the right way to get him to that level where he wants to be at. Okay, that's how we're gonna retain our guys. Okay, so back to Joseph and Diego here. So we have Chris, and we also have Jazzy Ray. That's potential leaders on our team. You guys identified that already. Now we have to retain them. Okay, it's on us to support them the right way. And obviously showing them the money, going out there, painting the picture is what we need to do. Okay, that's why this team lunch is necessary. So if you guys need any help, painting that picture or getting them to that next level, call on us. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Okay. Does anybody else want to share? Who has new guys on their team here? Mula, you have anybody on your team?
No new guys yet, but definitely. We do have new guys on our team right now. We have Danny under Jonathan Alke's team. He's definitely killing it. First week in, and he's already putting up points. It just shows, so goes the leader, so goes the team. And Jonathan Alke, man, he's been on fire. So the goal is to get him to team leader, right? So he's definitely pushing through that. Today is Wednesday, and he's already at 7 points for the week. So he needs 8 more to get to that leadership. So definitely shout out to Danny.
Okay, cool. So let me just wrap up this meeting here. I know I have 5 minutes. I want you guys to ask yourself 3 questions when you guys are out there in the field or when you guys are thinking about your team. So first question is, what is my dream? So what is my goal? Right? Every single day, what is the goal? Okay, and obviously you want a goal big enough so you can inspire the people in your team. If it's just, hey, I'm just here to make $1,000 and your guy's trying to make $1,000, then it's not inspiring. Does that make sense? Number 2 here is, who's on my team? Who's on my team? And we got to identify their strengths and weaknesses. And then the last question is, what should my dream team look like?